Morning, everybody. This is Andy's free guitar chart videos series, and good morning to YouTubers, my subscribers, to Facebook group members, and people generally interested in learning guitar with charts that are fairly accurate. I would say about 98% accurate at times. And once I make a chart accurate, I kind of move on and try to make it easier to look at. So we'll just pick it up from where we were yesterday. How did this chart, where did it come from and how did it form? Chart 151 that we're going to be looking at today, that I worked on early this morning, came from this chart, which is chart 150, and you can see how jumbled it is. But this is what happens when you put everything there, and I apologize I had to have everything there, but I've greatly simplified the subject matter so that our fretboard is simply this. So this is, my charts have this fretboard on top. It's kind of the defining fretboard of the lesson. And you can see I've simplified this. And I've simplified it into cages, of course. So if you could call this your fretboard, you call it your fretboard. You could call this the fret nut on the guitar, and where that is for the lesson. We're not talking about total versatility here this morning. So for the lesson, I would put my capo here, but that is where your hard fret nut would be on your guitar, because I'm down C tuned. Unless you're down C tuned, but still I'm going to put the capo up here and talk about it, so it doesn't I mean, it's a noble effort, but it's best to leave it the way it is and just tune up. So we have E, A, D, G, and then the tuning third, and then back to fourth. But the tuning third from G to B here, it affects the next string up. So even though this is perfect force tuning between the top two strings, once you down tune one of the strings and then continue on in your pattern, okay, it's like if you have a chain link, you have a chain, but one of those links becomes shorter, the length of the entire chain becomes shorter, kind of thing. Well, in guitar, it's once you have one string down tuned to half of a whole note, half step, right? Semitone, essentially one fret, so each fret is a semitone. Alright, then any interval from there is also going to affect the top string, and that would effectively be down tuned. So the top two strings are down tuned like that. So this is, kind of a simplified version of what we're looking at. This would be the E, A. So E would be this would be in the key of C. And caged, believe it or not, caged is actually a descending pentatonic C scale. Pentatonic means you leave out the fourth, you leave out the seventh, and you're left with C, A, G, E, D. That's caged. Okay, so that's what it is. So here's C, A, G, E, D. It's just like this magic relationship between the word caged and the guitar. And that's what I've been focusing on in my independent research for the past 3 years. So that's the situation. We can remove that drawing tool there because I have to move around a little bit. I've simplified this fretboard into cage shapes. So let's I'll just outline things with my pointer here. So this is the C cage shape, and then we have the A cage shape here. And the A cage, I better get the the drawing tool. We want to get the A. So the A box here, it doesn't involve these letters. Okay, it's the same. It's got the same situation going on with the letters, but it is not the same letters. So here's the word cage, C-A-G-E-D-C. Remember we said it was a descending pentatonic scale? So it's C, but then a half step away is a little modified C. Then we're A minor, then we're G major, 7th, and then we're F, or the 4th, which is an E-shaped. It's in guitar, it's an E-shaped F. So we just make an E and move it up 1 to get to the F there. Then we have a little E half-step neighbor. It's an E minor. Okay, so so far we got C, A minor, G major, and then we have E major shaped F, E minor shaped E minor, D minor shaped D minor, C. So up here in the A box, it's just the same thing. It just starts on A, so it would start on A, but it's still in the key of C. So we have A, G minor, and then an E major shaped 5th, and then a D major shaped 4th, and a D minor shaped 4th, C minor shaped 2nd, D minor shaped 3rd, C minor shaped 2nd, and back to A major shaped. So where do these shapes come from? When I say D minor shape, A minor shape, I love when I ask myself questions. So your C shape is here. Now we're talking about the keys of caged, which are, that's my zipper hitting the keys of caged. C, the key of A, the key of G, the key of E, and the key of D. Those are the keys of caged. Alright, so we have the C box here, which is nice. We have the A box is the overlapping, and this information that we just showed you that I kind of played on the piano is all in this group of keys. Okay, then we have the G box. We better change color a little bit or we're not going to be able to see what's going on here. And these boxes are going to be off by a teeny bit so they don't overlap one another, like that, this line totally replacing that line. And then we have the E box. All we want to do is be able to see the boxes. We don't want too much. We don't ask too much. Now we're going into the purple, the mighty purple. So the D box, you've got the purple color. And then back to the C box once again, which is kind of the yellow color. So we'll just hop on over that yellow real quick.